Trae, for you guys to just kind of bounce back from how you guys played on Wednesday? Just what does it say about this team and you guys moving forward?
I mean, it just says I think we're learning, we're growing, we're not satisfied with how we've been playing, and but we know it's the long game, and we got to just continue to stay level-headed and learn and throughout this process and try to win throughout it.
When you're trying to attack defenders as big as Pirtle, how do you keep your mindset in the right place and not get, I guess, deterred by guys blocking shots or moving into position or getting where you want to go?
I think for me, like, I understand they got advantages with their size and their length, but at the same time, I got advantages too with my smartness, the way I can score from a lot of levels and also pass the ball. So I'm not always going to be perfect. I mean, I had 8 turnovers tonight. I think that's the most I had all year. So I'm not going to be perfect every time, but for the most part, I try to make the right decision and try to use, what I had to my advantage and try to use it against them.
And then for you guys, as shorthanded as you are, to give up the fewest points you guys have given up all season, just what does it say about this team's defensive growth and then the next man up mentality that you guys have?
Yeah, it was great. Wes wasn't even feeling well this morning, and we just had guys step up. O stepped in the starting lineup. Played really well for us, and then just everybody. Garrison came in and made plays. Trent made a couple plays when he got in, and it was just good for us. Bogey's still hot, and we need him to stay that way. And it's been great just seeing everybody step up, and we got some guys out, like and they'll be back soon, but we got to hold the fort down while they're gone.
And then, last one. With Garrison, he drew 4 offensive fouls tonight. When was the last time you've seen a guy do that in a game?
I haven't. I haven't. I've seen guys that, just from watching games from maybe Kyle Lowry or certain guys, but, Garrison brings, a lot to our team, not only just shooting, but his smart plays defensively. That's a big play. When guys are running and then they see a guy stop and take a charge, it's deflating for him. And Garrison hadn't played very much this year, but when he has, even if his shot isn't falling or certain things aren't going his way, he somehow finds a way to make a play here and there and charges something he's really good at, and we can all learn from him from that.
What is it like for you having Clint play at the 5 and Onyeka play at the 4? Just what is it like?
It's different. they both can play together. Sometimes I had a turnover behind my back to O, and he ended up popped and then he rolled, and I think his nature is to roll first, and he's always been that way. But now he's hitting threes, and we want him to shoot some threes, and so I threw a pass to him thinking he was going to pop, and that's just learning each other and him continuing to have trust in his shot and just popping, because they don't play very much together, and it's tough when they both roll. It's messing up the spacing, but O can shoot it. O can space it, and he's shown this year he can shoot it a little bit, and we want him to keep shooting, and it was good for us.
And then I wanted to ask you, I know you've talked about this before, but when you're shooting that logo 3, what do you see? I know Clint set up for tonight, he set up with the screen, but what do you see, and how do you feel the defense, and you just feel it?
It's a rhythm thing. A lot of people don't want me to shoot it. Or when it doesn't go in, people don't want me to shoot it. But when it goes in like it does tonight, people love it. So it's something that I've been doing since I was in high school, maybe even middle school, because I was always on the wing and I was smaller than guys, so I had to scoop my range further and further out while guys got taller. So when I shoot deep shots, it's not necessarily out of my range. It's kind of, in some ways more comfortable for me because I have space and I can see the rim, and I just know I need to bend my knees a little bit more to maybe get some more distance on the shot. But in some ways, it kind of helps me because I can see the rim more than when I get closer to the 3, and then their bodies are a little closer to me, and I got to shoot up over them. So sometimes it's good for me to shoot those.
Trae, yes, a different question. You are a huge Messi fan. Should he retire in Barcelona? What do you think?
I think he should retire in Atlanta. He come down to Atlanta and play for the United one year, and maybe Messi play with us. Maybe retire down there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Gotcha. Hopefully.
Don't want to know.
Off the record. Clint, for you guys to come out and give up the fewest points that you guys have all season so far, just what does it say about your defenses taking a step forward?
Yeah, no, I really think that it was important for us to set the tone early. And I felt that we did that at the beginning of the game by coming out aggressive, but on the other side, not giving them easy points. Those kind of points that always hurt us. Those kind of points that always make us like a little bit hurts our spirit. I felt that tonight we didn't give them that.
It felt like early in the game it was kind of a little bit of a battle between you and Pirtle there, where it was that you were trading baskets. When that sort of happens and it's a battle of the centers, just how do you guys kind of keep that rhythm up where they're feeding you and you try to hit shots?
Yeah, no, I just felt that whenever I was given the opportunity to, I was being aggressive. Guys were feeding me under the basket, so I saw opportunity there to be aggressive. And after I did that, I felt that everybody just started going by themselves. And at the same time, I felt that it was a little bit of battle between him and me. But it was just in the flow of the game. I felt like, for myself, I felt that I had to be aggressive whenever I was given the chance.
And then for you and Onyeka to start out the game, I know you guys have been trying to work on that partnership in the front court. Just what does it say about the step he's taking forward as a guy playing the four?
Yeah, I love it. I like it a lot because I feel that it gives us more stability defensively, which is where most of the time we struggle. Is the reason why we struggle to win games. We always able to score, but it's always hard for us to not get scored on. So I felt that tonight we set the tone also, like by keeping this team under control and like playing with him. I felt like it was a big reason why we also won this game.
I mean, plus 23 on the rebounding. Just how much did his presence help?
So much. I feel just so much because obviously I'm here. Sometimes I get to the offensive glass and I don't get to get back on defense, and so he can relay me by being there. Obviously, defensive rebounds being an area where we struggled a lot. So having another presence like him, it just keeps us afloat. Not afloat, like really today, we dominated. I felt like so, and it doesn't put maybe as much pressure on the big to go to the offense glass, but also have to get back for the defensive transition. So it was huge tonight.
And then Garrison had 4 offensive fouls today. Just, I've asked you, Quinn, Trae, when was the last time you've seen a guy have 4 offensive fouls drawn?
Hey, I loved it. I haven't seen it a lot, but all I was telling him and to all of our bench is that, hey, that's 3 and D right here. You make threes and you get stops on the other side, and that's what we need. And I loved it. So I told him I loved it. To just keep doing it. As long as we get stops and make shots on the other side, that's all we need. So keep going.
Clint, what was it like seeing Seth get his first official NBA bucket?
See what?
Seth Lundy get his first official NBA bucket.
It was awesome. The whole team was cheering for him. Got the game ball from Trae. It was awesome. Honestly, especially we got him to say a little speech to us in the locker room. And it was great to also hear him talk for a little bit, and it was a great vibe in there.
Clint, just my question is about Bobby. Have you noticed if he has added anything new to his game this season?
I just love the way that he stays aggressive, but he also sees whenever the big rolls, whenever the big runs, whenever on pick and roll the switch. If he sees that I have a point guard on me, he just throw it. And I feel that this is something that he never lost. This is something that even like European players, we always teach us that early. And I can feel that he always had that mindset. And when he sees like Big O running, feeding him, as soon as he saw me ducking in on Schroeder, he threw the ball like, or on Flynn, the point guard, he never hesitates to make the right play whenever he can. And I feel that it's also a big part of his game. Obviously that and being an aggressive shooter, he can also pass the ball whenever he sees a mismatch, and I love that.
So just
Thank
to
you.
clarify, Trae gave Seth.
Yeah, he got the ball after the game. He kept the ball. Trae kept the ball after the game, and he made sure to give it to Seth. Yeah, so it was great. It was great. Yeah. No one had 60 points, so we didn't have to fight for it.